Tony, now a follow-up to a Target 12 investigation we first brought you yesterday.
The man who says he was in handcuffs when a Providence police officer brutally beat him has to face assault charges of his own.
Louis Mendonca's family says he was in a coma for nearly 3 days after being beaten by a Providence police detective.
Now Mendonca's attorney and family are outraged after he was sent back to prison for scuffling with 2 campus officers.
Target 12 investigator Tim White was in court today and is live with the details.
Louis Mendonca was sent back to the ACI for 90 days, 30 of which he's already served, found guilty of essentially shoving 2 RISD officers. His attorney tells us he's frustrated. The judge would not allow the videotape of Mendonca being beaten by a Providence officer in his evidence. 2 months after a violent clash with police, 20-year-old Louis Mendonca walks into a Providence courtroom. A small scar in the back of his head remains after his attorney says his client was beaten into a 2-day coma by a Providence police officer.
I mean, Rodney King, all over again, it's what it is. And it's our opinion the gentleman was harassed by these cops simply and solely because he's a black male.
This is Mendonca on October 20th, arrested following a brief chase with police, wanted for allegations of trespassing at a RISD dorm. This video captured by surveillance cameras behind a Providence apartment building. Watch as a Providence police detective walks up, kicks Mendonca, strikes him several times with a flashlight, then one last kick before he's hauled away.
And it's just appalling that he was in handcuffs already. He was being held up by 2 guys.
Mendonca filed a police brutality complaint against Detective Robert DiCarlo. The Providence police have handed this tape over to the Attorney General's office for review.
Obviously, from the videotape, he needs to go. Not only be fired from his position, but he needs to be prosecuted. He's the one who should be in front of a judge, not my client.
Providence Police Colonel Dean Esserman tells Target 12 Detective DiCarlo is still on the job pending the outcome of the AG's findings. Meanwhile, Mendonca was sent back to the ACI, found guilty of a probation violation for shoving 2 RISD officers before the chase began. Attorney Carbona asking a judge today to make sure his client gets checked out for head injuries.
He's suffering from headaches, he's throwing up, his vision is still not there. I asked him how he was feeling today, and he's having a difficult time seeing.
Colonel Esserman says it was his department that reached out to Mendonca to file the complaint. Mendonca's attorney says to expect a civil suit. Now, new at 6, hear from Mendonca's sisters as to what they say they were told by police. Live with the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
And to see the video for yourself and read the complete statement from Providence Police Colonel Dean Esserman, just log on to our website, WPRI.com.